I went from getting stoned to having stones thrown at me. Didn't know that life would be like this, so I'm happy. Living the moment, everything will be if you want it. And if it ain't, well, I guess that means your name wasn't on it. And look, who knows where this life will go. Riding through, cruising with the highs and lows. But no matter where you go, they still throwing stones.
No marijuana was used in the making of this video.
Hello and welcome to the Stone Catholic, brought to you by Shalom World. I'm Josh, this is Emily, and this show is all about peacefully yet unapologetically just seeking the truth in life. And we hope that we just, can help be a part of building up a generation strong enough and has the faith that's strong enough to withstand the stones that get thrown at them for believing what they believe, whether it be in the workplace or in your own family or in your own mind, So that's what we're here to do. So today we're talking about comparing yourself on social media.
Yo, the big one.
The big one.
The big one.
Yeah. There's a lot of big ones.
It's the Whopper.
Yes, Whoppers are delicious.
The
This
big
is
one.
more like, I don't know, something not delicious. What's not delicious? Sardines. This is the sardine. All right, so comparing yourself online. You guys saw the first one of just, I guess, me comparing myself in multitude of ways. What do you got to say? Do you struggle with that, comparing yourself online?
Massively.
And what aspects? Everyone does.
Massively.
I can rap better than him. How come he gets to do what he loves and I can't? What does he have that I don't? Far out, that couple looks like they have such a better social life than we do. Man, he really got into shape. I hate how I look right now. But at least I'm not that fat. How come I don't have this and I can't get that? How come they like my family pics but I get no love for my raps? God, you see where they at and where I currently stand? Look, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but you need to speed up the plan so that my life can pop on Instagram, man.
Personally, being a girl, I think, in today's culture, it's really hard for a female not to compare themselves with everything and anything. Like, for example, I'm now a mother and a wife, and I'm constantly comparing myself to body figures and everything. Yeah, everything.
Yeah, just like self-image for sure. And
Yeah.
just wanting to look how everyone else looks.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And it's so, I might just get into it. Like, I'm gonna crack this open. It's so tough being a female in today's society and trying to live like a modest life. Like, for example, it's just such a big topic. I'm so passionate about it. Like, for example, I, dress appropriately. I don't share too much flesh, which I think is respectable. As being a wife, I don't want anyone staring at me apart from my husband. So I go out into the world and then there's billboards of like half naked women, and then on TV, you know what I mean? There's just so much flesh being shown in today's world. Like, how is a girl supposed to be respected for being modest?
Well, it's more, not being expected to be modest, but also just feeling like, you have to look, even for, this is guys and girls.
Yeah,
you look online and the model that's up that you see, or, the person that's, who's, looking whatever way that we think is, sexy at the time, which changes throughout society. Like, turns out, like in cultures, when you look back different eras, certain things were attractive to different societies and different cultures, and right now it's skinny and whatever. And so you look on social media and you see for a guy like, oh, I wish I was taller, I wish I was I was more built, and all this, and I know for women it's a massive thing.
Massive struggle. We were actually talking about this not long ago, how like out of my friend group, I know 9 out of 10 women are actually comfortable with who they are. Like what they look like, their personality. You're comparing everything. Yeah, you're comparing your voice tone, you're comparing every little detail, and it's so tough today. And it's so common. And that's what we need to talk about, how common it is, and that you're not alone in this. Because I've noticed when I compare myself and when I'm really, really bad at, actually accepting myself for who I was made in God's image, like, I noticed that the devil just comes at you for everything. You're too fat, you're too loud, you speak manly. Like, it's just all these silly little details that play in your mind. And I noticed the more you keep it quiet, the louder it gets.
You need to speed up the plan so that my life can pop on Instagram, man. I spend so much time comparing myself. If I just channeled that energy into changing myself, who knows, maybe one day I'd be happy with myself. I mean, that judging voice inside my head some days is my biggest enemy. But it hurts because sometimes there's truth in the things that could be feeding me. Because, I could get healthy. I'm capable of putting in the time that success costs. Maybe I would be happier if I just picked up my cross. But when I let that voice take that driver's seat in my brain, that's when jealousy and spite enter my mind and come to play. End up cursing someone else's blessings because my life ain't the same. And I'm not trusting God's gifts for me are just as awesome and insane.
Okay, so you know how in year 12, mock-up day, you dress up as a character or everything? I wasn't really popular at school, so I didn't really know what I was going to get dressed as. And then I worked at Hungry Jack's, and one of my friends at Hungry Jack's dressed up as like this guy, and I thought it was genius. So I was like, I'll just dress up as a guy for mock-up day, and didn't tell anybody. I wanted it to be like a massive surprise. So my friend who was like kind of in the popular group, like she kind of adopted me into like her group, and they're all dressing up as like mermaids and models and
Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice, all like the most girliest things ever, right? And then like I said, I didn't tell her, so I went and like looked for these like costumes everywhere. I had like fake piercings on my lip. I wrote like, "You're gone," like on my knuckles, like "You're gone."
Gosh,
so I'd rock up and I'd be like, "You're gone," like horrible, right? So I dressed up, I rock up at school. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew who I was. So I was wearing my dad's clothes. I was wearing like bling and stuff. And I was like, "Yo, what up, bro?" Like full repping it. So I walked into the school and my math teacher was like, "Excuse me, sir, this is a closed event." And I'm like,
they tried to kick her off the school campus.
It's me. They're like, "Who's me?" Like, they're like, "You need to get out." Like this, and they like the year before, the school was like vandalized heavy, so they had like security guards. They had like the dogs and everything, like guarding the whole school to make sure that nobody crashed. Yeah, they're like, "We have security guards around. Like, I'm giving you a warning now. You better leave." And I was like, "Miss, it's Emily." They're like, "Emily who?" I'm like, "Emily Fennec. Like, it's me." And they were like, "No." But then for mock-up day, there was like a competition, best dressed, and no one knew who I was. They were like, "Excuse me, the person dressed up as the boy with the tattoos, please come to the front." So
you won!
No, I came second. But that was pure. It was rigged. The most popular girl in school who wore like ridiculously nothing. She basically came in like a bathing suit, won. I'm like, where was the effort? No wig, nothing. I dressed up as a male. I changed my gender for the day.
You became a completely different persona.
I changed my gender for a day.
They didn't recognize you.
I think when we went for dinner at our like house for the first time, it was when we were on team. We weren't even dating yet, but like she had a picture of that like on the wall.
For my 21st, my sisters made like a collage of like everything.
And that
picture's on the wall. And I went in and I was like, "Who's that guy? Like, who is that?" And then they were like, "Oh, that's Emily." And I started dying laughing. And I think it was right then that I knew that Emily has great humor. She has the best humor.
I was like, okay, I'm not popular. I don't have a lot of friends. I'm just going to go all out. And I did. And I came second.
That's so
You showed
and you
the
didn't
girl
get
that came
shot
first.
or
You should have showed her your knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh, if only we had a photo at the end. Yeah, you're gone.
Fair.
I won this, all right? You're gone.
Fair.
Easy.
Legit, what made it was my math teacher. She was like, and I spent the whole year with her, 2 years with her, year 11 or 12.
Nice.
She was like, "Sorry, sir, this is a closed event." I'm like, "Miss, it's me. It's Emily."
So funny.
Yeah, you're gonna hear everything about our lives. I hope you guys are ready for this.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I know. Thanks for saying yes to us. I know you guys had no idea, and we
No.
appreciate it, man. Good evening. So today, Emily was not able to come to this episode, so we just found this person, came highly recommended off of MySpace, and his name is
G, bro.
Allah G, I'm sorry. So Allah G, how you going, man?
Sup, Shalom. Hey,
So,
I'm good.
So tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I come from the hood, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper like you, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you spit some bars?
Yeah, I spit bars, bro.
Let's see the bars.
Hey. Bars over here and bars over there. Don't blink twice because you know I don't like you to stare. Hey.
that was
Yeah.
That was really good.
Hey.
I don't know. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what got you into rapping.
Well, I live in the West, yeah. Represent. Don't put me
good.
out of my character.
I'm sorry.
bro.
Not your character.
This one is putting me off. Alright. I live in the West, yeah? It's hard in the West. So I gather some kids around and we do some bars and we do...
Yeah, like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, we bring it together like a community. Community represent what?
So if there's one thing that you would like to tell to the entire world, Allah G, this is going to go all over the place. What would you like to say to the people?
Community is life, yeah, brother? Community is life.
Easy. Thank you very much. We will skip to the next segment of the show. I think social media, we have to recognize, is not reality. It doesn't show every aspect of that person's life. It's just the highlight reel. It's this cool moment, but then there was a lot of boring moments, a lot of sad moments, and then there was this cool moment, and then there was a lot of this moment, a lot of that. And so, we look online and we just see these wow, this person is just
polished, edited photos.
Yeah, look how great their life is. Every day they're doing something cool, but you don't see the mundane, them waking up and being exhausted and being tired and having to go see those relatives that,
Or even counting the amount of likes and stuff. Like, for example, on social media, you put a photo up, the thing that people are doing the most is just seeing how many other people like their photo or like the way they looked and trying to get that gratitude from, do you know what I mean? Just for themselves to feel comfortable. Do you know what I mean?
But here's one thing that I put in that spoken word that's, I guess I don't want it to get missed, is that voice. When you're looking and you're comparing, there's this voice inside your head that says, oh, you're not that skinny, or oh, look how successful that person is. Couldn't you be that successful and all that? And I think there's a reason, although a lot of people that can be the driving force of a depression stage or whatever, that voice is kind of also there for a reason, and I just don't want to totally neglect it. There's a reason why I feel like God put that in our head, and it's the head of it's the voice of judgment. It's the judgment of society. It's the judgment of everything. And when you let that be the driver's seat of your thoughts, it's a terrible existence because you're just judging yourself all the time. But when you acknowledge it and you give it to the place that it's due, which is, if there's something in your mind that says, why aren't you healthier? Why aren't you doing this? That's there is a little bit of truth to that, and it hurts. It hurts.
It's a double-edged sword. It could be the thing that motivates you to actually make yourself better in that way.
Yeah. And I think that's what it's there for. It's there to be
hold you
a
accountable.
Motivator and hold you accountable.
Yeah.
But you just have to recognize that's, don't let it have a bigger hold on your brain than what it needs.
Yeah.
Acknowledge, wow, I probably should stop eating burgers. And, maybe I'm going to stop doing that starting tomorrow.
Because for dinner...
Because for dinner, I'm eating a burger. And I'm not trusting God's gifts for me are just as awesome and insane. Don't let comparison steal your joy or take you off the pace of God's grace. That voice that makes you feel that way, it ain't always here to stay. Don't let it claim more real estate than it deserves inside your day. Use it as a tool to inspire you to be great. But then make it take the back seat and just go along your way. Be joyful for another's victories. No need to be jealous, boss. Don't weep and ask for what they have because you don't know their cross. Every promotion comes with new responsibility. God will give it to you if it's right for you. You feeling me? Keep grinding for the kingdom. Keep fighting the good fight. God bless.
But the biggest point I want to push through is you're not alone. Like, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Everyone does it. It's totally normal. And it's hard because we're kind of raised, or we kind of tell ourselves that we need to conceal it and we need to hide it. And, what we need to do is we need to be more vulnerable with it. Like, listen, like, yo, maybe I should be going on that run. Maybe I shouldn't be eating that burger. Like, Josh, what do you think? Do you know what I mean? Like, talk about it.
Yeah.
Get the healthy balance between, what comparing is okay and what comparing isn't okay. Like, so, just let the light in. Let the light in.
And I heard this really interesting point that, because now we're just connected to the entire world, to every single human being, thanks to technology. They found that people in small towns, they end up, like a lot of the most successful people that we know who, ended up doing amazing things in life, they came from a small town. And a massive part of that is, in that small town, say if you were the singer, you were the artist, there wasn't anybody else doing it. Like, that's the guitar guy, that's the painter, and they got to have that feeling growing up as a child of, that small community saying, like, affirming that gift. And they find that, moving to a bigger city or now being connected to social media, you can feel like you're a small, wow, there's a million of me's trying to do what I'm doing. And it steals the joy of you being that one, that has that gift, that has that ability. And that doesn't mean that that's bad that you have that gift and you have that ability, and so sometimes we are called to just shut off the phone and just get away from those comparisons just for a short while. So
God created us in His image and likeness. So embrace it, speak about it, and do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Check. Oh, yeah.
Look. Make people want to snap when I speak.
Go ahead.
Recap, I'm back with the finest of sweets, with the finest of beats. My team's good though. Acronym attacking the same folk who all got the same flows and all say the same things. Man, I think a bell rings. Switching up the content like a two-scene. Hold up, let me contemplate a new thing. Hang on. I swear 9 times out of 10, I choose Netflix over Friends. I'm a man now. I got a golden mean girl to call. Choose wisely who you get involved with. I be popping off, and that's not a question. I got the flows with lifestyle suggestions. Love who you are. This life is a present, that's apparent. We inherit with the passive behind the blind, leading the blind, but love is out of time. Hold up, rewind that. Take a breath and gain composure. The race is over. Take a breath, lie down, the race is over. Got a concert in the city, all of y'all should come over. Stop by, we can tear the roof off. Crack a couple of jokes, cause I'm a goof off. Take a breath, lie down, the race is over. Got a concert in the city, all of y'all should come over. Stop by, we can tear the roof off. Crack a couple of jokes, cause I'm a goof off. Now trust me, small talk could not offend me. I've been laughed at, been let down gently. On my pen like I got something to prove now. Say I rap too fast, need to cool down. I can't seem to help it in the boot when you let me loose. I'm like an animal steady chasing the goose. Feel the pressure that I can't let down the family. Get the whole squad on a plane to Miami. Hop off at grandma's, meet me, get ready. I got a whole lot of mouths to feed. How you see it comes naturally. I got it all mapped out, man, it's happening. Instrumentals, I'll murder that. This straight from the place with the cowboy hats. Sorry folks, I don't do love songs on the guitar. Classy like a cigar, you Baba know the beats hard. Go ahead and do the do-si-do. Got a concert in the city, wish that you could go. I'm a usual, little delusional, but so is every good person that I seem to know. Take a breath, lie down, the race is over. Got a concert in the city, all of y'all should come over. We can take the roof off. Couple of jokes, cause I'm a goof off. Take a breath, lie down, the race is over. Got a concert in the city, all of y'all should come over. Stop by, we can tear the roof off. Crack a couple of jokes, cause I'm a goof off.
Are you searching for fulfillment? Discover true happiness. Stay tuned to Shalom World.